today, the first thing I saw was Bronwyn allegations of identity theft.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail! Period!
I wouldn't piss on Lisa if her brain was on fire.
Oh. Possibility that she started these rumors. There's a heavy possibility if she didn't start them, she's perpetuated them.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today, we're going to be talking about the Housewives of Salt Lake City. And when I say you can't make this stuff up, Bronwyn, you actively went and dug up Lisa's tea just for someone to dig up your tea back on you. All of it is alleged, but like I said in the first episode, you're going so hard on Lisa when you know what you got in your past too. Ma'am, that's spooky. But also, Brittany, your daughter's on the show. She told you cut cold what it was. Be a better mother. And hopefully you are in this present day. But in this scene, be a better mother. But y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the
Let's talk about Bronwyn this Todd. So Bronwyn, she's elaborating and talking to Todd about, yeah, you know, we had this whole event and we had a psychic come in and tell us, like, you know, our, you know, fortune, future, things that we should work on, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I didn't get into it with Lisa not once. This is so crazy. Like, I'm just so proud of myself. Aren't you proud of me? He's like,
Yeah, I'm proud. Yeah.
Mind her eating ice cream. She tell him, like, you know, don't eat the last cherry. He eat the last cherry. She was like, you didn't hear what I just said? Not eat the last cherry. Well, what's going on? It's so irritating. But she talked about the other women. Mind you, if I don't give a fuck about what you talking about could be a person,
Todd.
Todd didn't give a fuck about what she's talking about. And she even says, like, yeah, you know, I understand that he knows that he's not for this group. He doesn't like this group of women. And he's just like, okay, why are you surprised if they're going to turn on you when you know what is to expect, right? You know, they're trying to, you know, meet in the middle, get in a better spot, allegedly. And hopefully they do that. But, you know, Todd really is not for the bullshit. You could tell in his whole demeanor, like, he just like, I'm just like, goddamn. So we hop over to Heather, and Heather's basically doing a FaceTime with Angie, and she's over here just trying to figure out the situation with Lisa and Mary. So she's just like, Angie, what's going on? My whole thing is this. I'm gonna break Heather down real quick because Heather, ever since last season, I really haven't been fucking with you, but you moved the group along, so cool.
At one point closer with Lisa than I am with Mary. Now it's like, I know where things are at with Lisa, but I care where things are at with Mary.
But Heather, you are a flip-flopping ass bitch, because I caught it when Lisa said we live different lives. That stuck with you and hit you, because to be honest, you might have more money than all these girls, honestly. But bitch, that has stuck with you, and I just feel like you want to take Lisa down, or you want to get your lit back from Lisa. And you're gonna pick until you get your motherfucking lit back. And that's one thing about Heather that I'm just like, I just don't know. I don't know about you, Heather. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean, and baby, it's you. Yeah. Let's transfer over. Let's go ahead and get it started with Mary and Angie.
You're just in a space that I don't know who you are. And you're a little bit mean.
And Mary over here, she got out the car, she got her bag, she's ready to go in Angie's house to check her. Comes in, she hugs her like, hey girl, what's up, what's going on? So she, in her mind, she's like, yeah, I'm coming here to check this bitch. So they sit down, they talk, and Angie basically has her drinks, food, all that stuff. And she's like, you know what? I came here to have a conversation. And Angie was like, you know, let me start. I just want to start by apologizing. And I want to say sorry for the way that I treated you the other day. We haven't talked, and that made me feel some type of way. Mary's basically saying, like, look, at the end of the day, you're not acting like the person that I know. And you're not acting like the person that I want to be friends with. And Angie's like, you have to realize that Lisa is bullying us, and Lisa is doing all this and stuff. And Mary's like, okay, but you're letting her control how you act. You're giving her the power of your emotions. So Angie's just like, okay, but I'm just not going to sit here and just let somebody bully me. And Mary basically just cuts it down and just says, like, you know what? You change. You're mean. And she's like, hey, you over here talking about motherfucking farts. I said, where does that have to do with anything?
Like when you made fun of my fart?
Girl, if you was mad about the motherfucking farts, you should have said that weeks ago. Whatever, 2 weeks out. So they talked about the farts, how the dog fart, and how she thought the dog fart was her fart, and she was like, it stink, but that wasn't my fart because I eat good. And that dog's, it was just too much. But she boiled it down to saying, you know what, I was upset with you, and you lashed out on me when you're supposed to be, you know, I'm trying to calm you down, and you lashed out on me. And Angie's like, you know what, I understand you trying to help me, I get that, but I was just in another place. She was like, Mary's just like, you have to recognize that not everybody's out to get you, not everybody's out to hurt you. And they hold hands, and Mary didn't want to hold hands, but they hold hands. And Angie, Mary basically tell her, like, you know what, you're my person. Like, I don't see myself walking this earth without you. And I have one friend that literally was like my best friend, and we fell out over something. I wouldn't even say it's trivial because it's not trivial, but looking back on it, I'm like, I wish I still had them in my life, but I don't. And it's just awkward now. And I just feel like we're moving in 2 different paths in 2 different directions, and it's hard to come back from that because I moved. I work in corporate. They're trying to get back in college. They have a kid. I'm single. They're single. I don't have a kid. So it's just so much that is like barriers that are put in our way to get back to where we were at, you know. But hopefully we can.
I don't think I could live my life on without you. I don't think I could. Thank you.
But I'm happy that Angie and Mary really came to one accord, and they realized, like, you know what, our friendship is worth fighting for. And that's what they did. Like, we can argue, we can go tit for tat, but let's get it together. So Lisa and Heather meet at a boutique, and they're basically planning this whole trip. Got the yacht, got the thing, got the that, like real cute, right? So Lisa's throwing shade per usual, and she's just like, you know, Angie, she never been on nothing like this nice. She never been on nothing luxury. So, you know, happy for her to, you know, get up on the yacht. So cool. So as they're talking, the conversation goes left. And like I said with Heather, it's like you have some type of vendetta, something against Lisa. And Lisa, you're not innocent.
Add a little bit about being a mean bitch. Lisa, if she's a mean bitch, you're a mean bitch.
You want to be innocent. You want to act like, oh, I don't do anything wrong. And you did it with your husband. And I'm going to talk about it right now. Lisa's talking to her husband. They talk about the conversation they had with the psychic or the tarot reading. And basically she's saying, like, you know, he's saying that we don't communicate and we're on different paths. And the husband's like, yeah, you know, I can see that. And she was just like, you know, these are the things you do to me. And it's always me. Like, Lisa, what the fuck do you think you do to other people? You can't act like you're just this victim. You can't act like you are, people do so much to you and you don't do nothing back to these people. You saying that you a bulldog, you this, you that. And one thing I did take that she said was that when it comes to her husband, she's glass. And he can shatter her. And I get that because it's like when that's like someone that you love, like when I was in a relationship, that person I was in a relationship with, I cared about their opinion so much because I was, you know, falling in love with someone, you know? So it's like you care about their opinion, you care about the perception that they have of you because you love that person or you're in love with that person, you know, stuff like that. But I just feel like she doesn't take she doesn't see his side. Cause even he said, like, you know, you're right, I guess, like, you know, the stuff I gotta work on, I guess. And you could tell that it was satire, he's being sarcastic, but I don't think she saw it like that. She probably like, yeah, yeah, you need to work on it. Like, girl, no, like marriage is give and take. Friendship is give and take. Everything in life is give. You give and you take from everyone that you come across from. You give time, you take time. You give energy, you take energy. That's just how the world works. Give and receive. So while she's over here with Heather, I do feel like Heather is doing a little bit of a lot. And we already know how, the thing about it is we know how Lisa is. We know Lisa is, this is how she is. And then Heather, with that conversation that you had with Meredith, basically trying to stir the pot and basically try like, oh, well, you know, Lisa did talk about you. Look at all the time she talked about you. She talked about you. And Meredith basically had to say, okay, well, was it true when Angie said that you was over here with Jen?
Sick of her nasty digs. She's always commenting on. Sick of yours too. I didn't dig at her.
Are you kidding me?
Was that true? So it's just like, come on now. Like, Heather, I don't know what your MO is and what your motive is, but bitch, you're doing a little bit of a lot. Yeah. Brittany. This moment, I actually almost teared up. Like,
And to want to spend time with me over anyone, especially somebody that you're dating, not dating, who knows?
this was a real moment. You see her daughter walking, and her daughter got confessional too. I think her daughter's name is Olivia. She comes down, and you could already feel the awkward energy. Brittany's just like, hi, do we hug? Do we hug? So they hug. And she was like, yeah, you know, I got you a steamer. They talk about something that happened when they were little. Cool. The conversation goes to the last time that we, you know, hung out or, you know, spent time together was me and you brought your boyfriend and you made out in front of us. She said, so I'm happy that this time it's just me and you. And I'm just like, Brittany. Brittany's like, I don't know why I would do that.
Girl, we don't fucking know either.
But at some point, what the fuck is going on? From the story that I'm hearing, you invite your daughter to spend time with you. You bring Jared's bum ass, and you make it out in front of your daughter. This reminds me of Nene talking to Kim.
She's like, so you was over here getting ate out in the other room while your kids was in the living room by DJ Tracy?
It's just weird, because why would you make out in front of your kids with a, like, you know what I'm saying? One thing I learned growing up is this. Me younger versus me as adult, right? I realized that my parents had me in their early 20s. Me now versus my parents in their early 20s, I could not have kids right now. So them having kids, kudos, because they didn't have the money like that. They just got it how they live. My mom was working in the bank. My dad was in the military. So it's just like, I could only fathom having kids in my early 20s.
I'm you can't put that on us. No, you can't talk about how sad you are because you don't have kids who don't talk to you.
I'm not.
So my parents doing it, I'm just like, I have a sense of respect for them. Looking back on it in retrospect, I'm like, you know what? I couldn't do what they did. Shout out to them. I couldn't do it. Financially, this economy is fucked. So looking at how they did it, kudos. So I think Olivia could look at her mom like trying to look back on the experiences. Like maybe her mom was in a place that was, she felt led by a man. You know, she already said that you couldn't get in heaven in the Mormon faith. You couldn't get in heaven without a man. You can get in heaven with a man. You can get in heaven without having kids, but you can't get in heaven without having a man. So she had to have a man. So I think that was really the driving force for her having a man, is like the Mormon church basically fucked her head up to say, fuck them kids and I need a man. And I think that's just what it was. And if anybody that's watching that is Mormon and has a different POV, that actually practice Mormonism and has a different POV of that, please let me know. Because from everything that I hear from Heather, from Brittany, from Bronwyn, all these other girls, Whitney, it's just like Mormonism prioritizing a man, misogyny, but a man over everything. And the kids was just like, fuck them kids. So, and it's not even to be like laughing, but I sympathize in the relationship, because even the daughter said, you know, my mom was very active and very present, but she was like, that second marriage that she was in, something flipped
Flipped a switch in her brain to turn that person off completely.
and she just wasn't the same person. And I feel like that's how my dad was. When my dad was such a jovial, happy, goofy person, easy to get along with. But when his mom died, the light switch got clicked off and then never turned back on for me. So I can understand how she feels. So hopefully Olivia gives her the opportunity to get back in a better space with her, and hopefully Brittany does what needed to be done, because like Whitney said, because Brittany's like, you know, the psychic has really changed, opened my eyes to my daughter. No. That conversation that Whitney had with you was clear as day. Girl, she grabbed your shoulders and said it to your fucking face. Like this. Said, hang out with your daughters for 30 motherfucking days and dump that bitch. What did Brittany do? I'm in a relationship. So, Brittany, you really gonna have to do something to prioritize your kids and not a motherfucking man. Straight like that, sweetie. We end the episode with Bronwyn. Bronwyn, like I said, you dug and dug and dug on Lisa. Now someone dug and dug and dug on you. I hate that it happened, but it did, bitch.
Hey, the first thing I saw was Bronwyn, allegations of identity theft.
Allegedly, identity theft and some other shit going on. So Bron was just like, you know what? The case that had happened, it was 20 years ago. It got dismissed. The file is sealed, and legally I can't speak on it. I ain't mad. But Todd's just like, you know, I understand these things are out. You're a strong girl. I'm not worried about you. And Bron was like, you know what? These things have my name in the media, and your name, like, you know, it's attached. I know it's going to affect you at work. He's like, yeah. She was like, but, you know, we're going to get over this, and we're going to get through this. You already know that the girls are going to hint that Lisa is pulling the strings and coming up with the information and dropping it.
There's a heavy possibility that she started these rumors.
See, the thing is, she's saying rumors, but I could have sworn she was saying that this is a closed document that was sealed and dismissed and thrown out. These weren't rumors. So what rumors are we talking about? We're stating allegedly from the court documents, and that what you said in your confessionals, you're stating facts that this happened. You were charged, but it got thrown out and sealed. So what rumors?
There's a heavy possibility if she didn't start them, she's perpetuating them.
And could Lisa have done it? Yes. Do I think she did it? No. Do I think, though? Do I think this? This is what I think, actually. I don't think any of the housewives have anything to do with none of it. Ever since Jen Shaw went to jail, Karen went to jail, Erica Jane, there's been a spotlight on every single housewife that come onto the show. They're going to research your financials. They're going to dig in your background. They're going to see if your business is legit. They're going to really tear you bitches apart. Now that Wendy Osefo allegedly might go down, Kiana had something coming up that happened a couple years ago. Girl, they're about to look into your background to see if you bitches are legit. And I hope you are. But everything, my dad always says this, everything that glitters isn't gold. And everything that glitters might have an LLC that stole $200 million. Who knows? It wasn't me. But, okay. But, y'all, what do you guys think? Too much stuff going on. But, anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black View. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a jolly break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around. Cause I